Hello everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to your Astro Tarot weekly reading. So this reading is from 15th of June to 22nd of June and I'm using my various mini tarot cards along with different oracle cards for different elements. So this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So I'll start with Aries. I'll finish the fire elements and then I'll move to the earth elements, then to the air elements and lastly to the water elements. So let's begin without wasting any more time, and I welcome you again. And this reading is for you if your sun, moon, rising or Venus are in any of these zodiac signs. You can go ahead with that. In case you have different sun, different moon, different Venus, different lagna, you can have 4 readings here. Okay, so let's start. I'll start with Aries. So I'm using for fire life element like Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, I'm using my Rider-Waite Tarot along with Wisdom of Oracle cards. So I have these cards already picked out for you. The very important message that I'm getting for you, Aries, is the fates. Whatever is happening at the moment wherein it seems that you feel that you are experiencing some sort of pattern this week, 15th of June to 22nd of June, you'll see that there is a karmic pattern that you will be engulfed into. Probably you're not able to see through the truth because this is what Queen of Swords is telling me. Then comes the Ace of Swords, which is a card of having that mental clarity over your situation, not to leave things on fates and luck and everything. You have to really work hard because a lot of mental imbalance and confusions is what I can see for you on during these 8 days from 15th to the 22nd of June. So you are supposed to work through your mind and communication. Whatever is being communicated to you has some sort of pain, deception. Probably you're not able to see through the truth because that is what is coming towards you. Mercury is anyways in retrograde, and I understand that's what is happening with everybody. So the Fates card along with these Three of Swords, then Queen of Swords in reverse, and Ace of Swords is telling me that towards the end of the like around 22nd, when Mercury turns direct, probably around 21st to 22nd, moon will also be in the sign of Scorpio, which also has martial energy. So probably that point of time there will be some revelations around your karmic pattern. Let me know what kind of a mental trauma or mental confusion you are into, because I would suggest you to not leave things on, not let your mind play a game with you and not leave things on your luck or fate. And you should never give up. It is very important to go with the flow, and also please meditate. Do some sort of mindful meditation that will really help you out, Aries, during this week. Coming on to Leo, let's see quickly what is your card telling. Okay, here and now. You are being advised to not worry about what will happen in the future, or simultaneously not to keep looking backwards. You are living in the present, you're breathing in the present, so you have to give your 100% to whatever you're doing. Probably the work that you're doing you're not liking, but you're being told to put your heart and soul into it. Here and now is a card which says that present is the moment, now is the moment that you should live. You should not live in your past or in the future. So no worry or fear and looking back. Okay, then yeah, that leads to shift in your timing, because Wheel of Fortune with Page of Swords and 9 of Pentacles. Leo, I think it is actually asking you that from 15th to the 22nd of June, things are turning out in your favor only if you are vigilant, you keep a track of what's going on around you. You are at your defense. You're keeping track and you're curious about various details that are being given to you, because it has something to do with your stability, with your investments. In case you're trying to invest something, it is a good investment, but you're being advised by the cards to go through the details clearly. This week, money seems good for you. In terms of, so there is some sort of independence that you're getting, and you're being asked to stay in the now, because we have two time cards here. Here and now is also a time card, and Wheel of Fortune also talks about time. The time is flexible, it keeps moving. So you're being told to honor the time, go with the flow. You're moving towards more of kind of a stability in your life, but that requires your vigilance, your alertness, your curiosity also. Seeing through the details is very important. Do not act immaturely. Also, it is important when Page of Swords come, it is also, since it is a very curious card, it's a childish card, it is a beginning card, there can be some breakthrough in terms of communication. If you're waiting for some learning thing, or you want admission or some exams, you want to study something, you want to upgrade yourself, it's a very good time, because I think 15th to the 22nd of June is your time to decide and get into some sort of learning and upgrading yourself, so that it can help you to have that independence that you're looking for. So in case you want to invest your time, energy onto a person supposedly, or in some sort of investment venture. So it is important that you go through the details first. Okay, fortunes do not come to people who just they just don't give respect to details. Okay, that's very important. So that's for you, Leo. Coming on to Sagittarius. Imagine. So imagining is a visualization. Imagining is one of those law of attraction thing. Also, it talks about the mind power, that when you imagine something very powerfully in your mind during your sleep, before your sleep, if you can command your mind that you want this, it is some sort of affirmation or some visualization meditation that you do that can bring in a lot of clarity in your life. Ace of Wands is also that energy. We'll talk about it. Then we have 10 of Swords. It seems that you have been you're finishing a cycle of confusion. You're finishing a cycle of overthinking, and now is the time for you to not look left and right, rather get into your head, because imagining is not, if I imagine for you, things won't turn out right. It is you who has to imagine a life for your own self. And Ace of Wands is actually that primordial energy is burgeoning inside you, which is saying that a new idea or some new beginning is around the corner during 15th to 22nd this week. Time is flexible anyways, but around this time you will see some sort of coming out of this 10 of Swords situation, wherein you would have felt that you're left alone and you're being orphaned, and people have turned back on you. So use your mind power, use the life energy which is inside of you. And Two of Cups is a card of union. It's a card of getting what you want. It's a card of masculine and feminine energy merging together, offering the cup of love, respect, trust. It is a contract, it's a partnership thing. Whatever you're trying to manifest in your life, imagine, use your power of mind, use the power within your own self, and really first love yourself, so that you can come out of this 10 of Swords energy and move towards 2 of Cup energy. Because this week is actually kind of a very spiritual working kind of meditation work, mind work thing. But it is actually during this week you'll see a quick shift towards this union. Okay, if it is a job offer that you're working towards, or a relationship you're working towards, that offer will be made to you. So some Ace of Wands is a beginning, Two of Cups is a beginning, okay? And that is all based on your imagination, visualization power, how well you can imagine, how well you can actually have faith, how much faith you can have in the affirmations or word, switch words or imagination, visualization, whatever you're doing. Okay, so that's for the fire signs. We'll quickly move on to the earth signs. So I'll start with Taurus. The holy mountain. So you're being asked that Taurus, that this week, please make sure that you go ahead with some. I understand because of COVID and all that, some religious place is definitely not available for you. But if possible, go to some holy place, a secluded place wherein you can actually connect to your God, your divine. And you can connect to your higher power, and that happens only around temple, churches, mosque, or gurudwara, whatever comes, like whatever is accessible around you. Please go ahead and have, offer your self there. The cards for you, tarot cards for you that have come are King of Cups, Queen of Sword, and Four of Cups. So it actually tells me that probably you are overwhelmed with something, because King of Cups has lots of love for people, lots of love for he's overwhelming with emotions. Okay, good or bad, it's very difficult for him. He's very kind, he's very generous. But Queen of Cups is being told to behave like a Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords is like no BS. She is very scorpionic kind of an energy. She cuts through everything. You cannot lie in front of her. She's very practical. She's very, she will catch your lies, right? So you cannot fool her. So you have to, even if you are a King of Cup, overwhelming with a lot of emotions, even if you are a female and you're behaving like a King of Cup, because these are energies. So you're being told to be very practical. These are two contrasting energies, and not to accept any sort of talking or offer that is being offered to you. It's time for you to be in your holy mountain, in your own seclusion, connected with your higher power. And it's kind of a hermit mode for you, wherein you should be meditating rather than accepting any worldly things. So in case an offer is being made, you're being advised that during the upcoming week, it's time for you to get a little more holier, religious and spiritual, rather than materialistic in terms of relationship or an offering made towards your career or whatever. Take care of your health. Okay, that's very important, because the Queen of Swords and King of Cups are a card which talks about really taking care of your heart and mind. And be very meditative. Also, you're being told that, why are you being told to go to the holy mountain or religious places this week? Because probably you are focusing only on what you do not have. You're not focusing on what divine is trying to give you. So at times, it's sometimes in our lives it is important to act. Sometimes in life it is important to not act. Okay, rather go inside. So that's what is your message. After Taurus, I'm going to read for Virgo. You have the serpent energy. So this is the energy, Kundalini Shakti or chakras. It is the life energy which is inside of us, which protects us, which runs this life, which runs this universe. So this serpent energy is the serpent wisdom. It is a very clever, diplomatic, wise energy which knows when to react, when to respond. So this is that Shakti within you. And since it is number 46, and 10 is the number of completion. So, somewhere down this energy is trying to talk to you. So maybe you will feel that, you've become a little more divinely guided. Your intuition is trying to guide you. There's a little voice inside of you which is warning you. So this is that wisdom, serpent wisdom inside of you. Okay. And it is asking you to do Seven of Pentacles, which is reviewing and revisiting the past. It is actually telling you that whatever you have done and you're been working towards, it is not coming to fruition because probably there is a strategic change that you need to make. So halt, take a halt, introspect. Do not give energy to that at the moment. Rather, understand the whole working. Understand. What else can be done, how to re-strategize, which way to take, because not just hard work but smart working is hard work has to be replaced by smart work. Okay, then comes Seven of Cups, which is a card of real confusion and illusions, and that is why probably the things that you're working towards is just leading to a delusion, and the serpent energy is saying that probably you have deviated from the actual path. So revisit and review your strategy and re-strategize and then work hard towards it. And then comes the sun energy. Then only you will be able to see through the truth in your situation. Probably the ways that you're following are not correct, and that is why to be able to heal your situation, to be able to see through your situation, serpent energy is trying to help you out. So please listen to your intuition. It's very important during this week because massive revelation is coming your way, massive awakening is coming your way with the serpent energy as well as the sun. Okay, these are universal energies. They vibrate on universal energies, and that is what is pulsating in you too. So please connect to that. You can do some sort of chakra meditation if you know, or else you can learn. Okay, learn before you start doing chakra meditation, just like that. Okay, it's very important because serpent energy is not just chakra, it goes beyond that. It's the Kundalini Shakti, it's the Shakti, it's the dance of Shiva and Shakti that is happening in our bodies that leads to this life. Okay, so do not play with it. Just don't do any sort of chakra meditation from anywhere. Learn about it thoroughly before you do it. Okay, that would be my advice. Rest is in your hands. Coming on to Capricorn, let's see. Okay, the Gatherer. So Gatherer is somebody who's very much connected with the nature. If you can see this portrait, so she gathers life. She has a very nurturing energy. She's very much connected with nature. She has that. Uh, she has a bounty around her. Okay, so somewhere around when I look at her, get a feel of Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing, very reliable, very motherly energy. Bounty is around her. Queen of Wands is also like that. So let's see what else are we having here. Hierophant. So have faith. There is something which is a Taurus energy. This is also, I was talking about Queen of Pentacles. It's a very Taurus energy, Capricorn. I don't know, maybe you're dealing with a Taurus. Then Two of Wands, there is a decision, major decision you have to take over which you have been thinking a lot because Nine of Swords tell me that. So you'll have a breakthrough. You have to really trust yourself that just like the Gatherer, you have all the information already because you're never scarce of any idea or anything that can help you get out of the situation that you're into. So do not overthink about it, and whatever you have been overthinking, 15th to the 22nd, though time is quite flexible, you will come to the point of taking that major decision once you start having that faith, because this is the faith card also. Hierophant, presence of Hierophant is a very reliable energy. It is that learning, awakening. This is that spiritual guru guidance. Okay, it is a long-term thing. It is something which you can actually think of banking on. So it is one of those infinite energy helping you out, just like that you already have faith that you already have everything, all the resources to sort out the problem. But the whole idea is probably you are fearful of taking a decision. Please make sure that this week you come to the point of planning, exploring your life, and making that decisions. Yes, no, this person, that person, this job, that job, should I do or should I not do, or whatever it is that you are into, you already have that wisdom and everything around. You will succeed, because Hierophant and Gatherer are cards which actually tell you that victory is around the corner. It's just that you are probably not taking steps towards it. All right, so Earth elements, you're done. We're done with your cards. Let's quickly move on to air signs: Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So let's first start with Gemini. So we have the Holy Spirit. Wow, okay. Expect miracles. It says, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So Holy Spirit is actually a card which talks about that, you are never alone. A divine is always with you. But do you have faith in the miracles that the divine can do for you? So that this is the card, it is actually saying, it is also somehow, I feel that you need to connect to your heart, where the soul lies, and really breathe from your heart, and close your eyes, breathe from your heart, and connect to your soul, and ask soul to really ease you of the burdens that you're facing. Maybe you do not have the wisdom to sort the situation. You are totally confused about what next. So I think the Holy Spirit in your heart is going to help you out. You're never alone. It is coming up with Wheel of Fortune. Yes, I see you are amid some stuck situation is definitely there, wherein you have lost hope in all the divine miracles that can happen in your life, or the kind of synchronicity that we have in life. Knight of Cups, it seems that, and then Page of Cups in reverse. So all reverse cards, guys. So this is Gemini. Probably things that have happened in your life, or are happening, or will happen, that requires a lot of faith. And with Page of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and Wheel of Fortune, seems that things have come to a standpoint wherein which way to go is something which has become a kind of a question for you. So because Knight of Cups is actually a card of being overtly emotional, and really hurrying and taking haste decisions, not using your common sense, getting blown by your emotional upsurge. And Page of Pentacles is actually a card which says there is a lot of imbalance in your life, and you're not learning from your mistakes. Wheel of Fortune in reverse is a card of stuck energy, not finding a way out. Kind of, you feel that you are into amid the unlucky phase of your you're living an unlucky phase of your life. But these are also, but the presence of Holy Spirit, if you remember the ones that I talked about, it is actually saying, remember. The very first thing is remember. So when is the need of remembering comes? When you have forgotten, you might have missed out on a very important thing. So this happens, these reverse things, that we get stuck in a spiral of stagnancy in life. That happens. But remember, okay, remember that only love is real. Okay, you're facing a lot of hatred. Come back to yourself, connect back to your soul, get into that self-love mode, spend some time with your own self, hug yourself, let go. Just close your eyes, and with your hands, just tell yourself that you're releasing, and you're letting go of everything that is holding you back. And it is saying that miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Expect miracles. So this is time for you. This is a faith testing time for you, Gemini. Okay. Yeah. So probably during this, because Mercury retrograde is happening in your sign, so your own Lord is retrograde, is weak during this period, 15th to 22nd. Mercury will go direct on 22nd, but the effect of retrograde will pertain to 29th of June. So this whole month you will feel a lack of movement, lack of wisdom, not being able to think through, and a lot of stagnancy. Let's just trust the Holy Spirit. Do not use your common sense. Do not act in haste. Learn from your mistake. Do not be immature. That would be advice. That is what is advised from the cards. Coming on to Libra. Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right, and an important lesson is unfolding. So during this time, divine order will be stored in your life. I think there is something to do with purple color in your life. Very mystically, we have purple set of cards here. Okay, so she is saying, do what you feel is right, an important lesson is unfolding. Okay, and divine order is there. Let's see what lessons are we talking about. Four of Wands, there is a union, Ace of Cups, and the Devil. Okay, I think Four of Wands and Ace of Cup is a very good card for commitment and everything. I think you are obsessed about something. You want something in terms of you want a union to happen. You want a communication to happen. You want maybe a job offer, or you're waiting for a project, you're waiting for a person, and that is what is the devilish energy telling you. But the presence of Lady Portia is saying that, whatever you feel is best for you at this moment with your highest wisdom, by connecting to your highest wisdom, do that, because there is a lesson unfolding for you. So now the choice is between what you choose, whether you choose the devilish function of your life, which is obsessed with greed and insecurity and fear and anger, ego, or you choose the path of Lady Portia, which is the divine order. So that is what I am saying, because there is a new lesson and a new with Ace of Cup, I can say that there is a new beginning around the corner. Of course, not this week, but this week definitely has a lesson for you and a choice for you to decide between what you want, what you choose finally, the devilish functions of your life, or you choose the divine order in your life. So the choice is there with you, and whichever choice you will make, a lesson will unfold for you, a good and a bad, both ways. Okay, so all the best, Libra. Coming on to Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Let's see, what do we have for you? We have Mercedes, which is higher learning. So you have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. So it is more of a learning card. Learning as in, it can be a proper learning that you have to do, or it can be the life experiences. Okay, it can be some higher study that you have to do, because it says you have learned from your experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. And the cards are Three of Wands, Three of Wands. Yeah, I think, are you trying to go outside and study something, or you are studying something to go outside, maybe some exam or something. Queen of Pentacles, something reliable, something career oriented. If you're studying for your career, it's a very good week. I think your results are going to be out and you'll fare well in that. The Sun is a success card. So I think if you are actually trying to learn something to go in your life, some certificate exams you're giving or something you're giving for your career, for adding value to yourself, I think you'll really do well. If you're in terms of education, you're definitely doing well. In terms of your spiritual lessons also, this is a week of really learning some energy healing work. So do some inner work, because Sun and the Oracle card also was talking about inner work. So these are spiritual awakenings. So do something, learn something towards which can help you to do some sort of spiritual movement. Okay, so very nice. Guys, I have something in my mind for the Gemini. Okay, I would want to draw two more cards for Gemini, because all three cards that came in the reverse, wherein you were feeling stuck, and Holy Spirit is saying that I am with you, just don't worry, luck is around the corner, though it is at the moment you feel it is, you're not able to move forward. Okay. Some communication probably you feel that is not working out for you. I want to draw two more cards for you. Two of Swords and Five of Swords. Okay. Two of Swords and Five of Swords are in, I mean, they should have come in reverse. Okay, so Two of Swords and Five of Swords is like you've closed yourself to introspect about something. You are, you feel socially alienated, and you feel alone. So that, probably there is no communication. You feel mentally stuck somewhere down, that whatever is going on around you, you feel a little unhappy about it, and you have blocked yourself. So trust the Holy Spirit, because there is a communication your way, there is movement, but at the moment things are definitely not moving. So trust your soul, trust yourself. Okay. All right. Now we'll quickly move to the water signs. Cancer. Let's see, what do we have for you? Mood. So Cancerians, it seems that you are quite moody. Huh? You're going to be quite moody, and you have to really make sure that you do not overthink, and you are able to balance your temperament. That's very important. Okay, so the the first card for you, the tarot card for you, is Temperance. So this is an angel helping you out to balance your emotions, your anger, and or fear, or whatever it is, whatever you're thinking. So two opposing forces the angel is trying to mix and match. So mood is that itself. It has a downstream, it has an upstream. It goes towards a good thought, it goes towards a bad thought, and it's totally out of sync. So Temperance is a card which talks about really having patience and watching out on what you think, say, and do. Queen of Cups is yet another very healing card, and she's very much inside her own self. She's a very intuitive card, healing, intuition, taking decisions, really from her subconscious. It's a very Scorpionic energy, Cancerians. So probably it is you, I can say. And yet another thing, okay, Page of Pentacles. In case Cancerians, you're dealing with a child, you need to have patience. If you are any of you are planning for family, I think it's a good time. It's just that probably your mood and all that is because of that hormonal changes. Health will be affected because of this mood thing that came. But with the presence of Temperance and Queen of Cups, I think you'll be able to take care of that. In case this is more to do with some opportunity that you're waiting and that is really ruining your peace, then the presence of Page of Pentacles and Temperance is actually communication. It is actually somebody coming to you with a communication towards creating some value. Okay. In case you were waiting for an offer or an opportunity. It can be in matters of love, it can be in matters of some offer in terms of career. Okay. Scorpio, a lovely Scorpio, even I'm Scorpio. Oh, self-love. So the first advice for you is to love yourself. Connect back to your soul, connect back to your own self. This 15 to 20 second will be the center theme for you, will be to harmonize with your own self. Queen of Pentacles, you are money will do good. In money wise, you will be fine. People see you as somebody very nurturing and growing in life, and having that independence and that strength. Somebody they can really think of sharing life with. So it's a very Taurian energy. Hierophant, another Taurus. We have Scorpio. I think you're dealing with Taurus, or you have Taurus in significance in your birth chart. Presence of Queen of Pentacles and Hierophant also means marriage and commitment coming your way during this week. Self-love is very important. Probably there is no communication happening or something of that sort, which has shaken your belief in your own self. Don't do that. Okay. Oh, King of Wands. Yes. So this person, this masculine energy is moving towards you. You're a great leader because Queen of Pentacles and King of Wands are great leaders in their respective fields with Hierophant in between. I think there is a commitment coming your way. Did you pray for something, Scorpio? It's time for self-love. I think you're working towards self-love and independence and your spiritual growth, because Hierophant and King of Wands is also that spiritual energy within you. So have faith in whatever you have done and just love yourself, respect yourself. And I think a commitment is coming your way with the two Taurus that I'm seeing here. Taurus is your 7th house, Scorpio. 7th house is partnership. So you're attracting a King of Wands. Either an earth sign you're attracting is coming your way, or I think Queen of Pentacles and Hierophant is a Taurus, Virgo kind of an energy. King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Are you dealing with one? They are coming up to you. That's a different thing altogether. What you have to do is self-love. Focus on self-love, okay? Do not forget to respect yourself and really taking care of your own health, mind, work, because your money looks good. King of Wands is a great entrepreneur. Queen of Pentacles is a great business woman. With Hierophant, it's like if you want a contract, clients, money, you want investments, you want recognition, it's there. Money wise, it's an amazing thing. What you have to do is just work hard, believe in yourself, take care of yourself this week. That's it. The person coming towards you, or an offer coming towards you, a commitment towards you, or money thing coming towards you, that is anyways coming. It's a guaranteed, Scorpio. Wow. Lastly, for Pisces, let's see, what do we have? Speed. There is something which is changing, which is coming towards you with a lot of intensity and speed. You cannot stop it. It is already done. It's coming. You cannot stop it. So, yeah, I think with Judgment card, I see your health is improving. You're being given a second chance towards something. What did you do, Pisces? King of Swords, you're being told to be very clear in your communication. With Judgment and King of Swords, it's like somebody coming towards you with speed for reconciliation and giving a second chance. Oh yes, 6 of Cups, somebody from the past is coming towards you, will communicate. You are being asked to, and it is happening very smoothly and with speed and intensity. So probably early of this week itself, or by the mid of that week, 15 to 22nd, you'll see a communication from the past coming your way for reconciliation or a second chance. Will you give that second chance is the question that you have to ask yourself, because this is definitely happening. Pisces, King of Swords with Pisces energy, it is actually saying that probably you, Pisces, are very they're very into themselves, not speaking much. And with the presence of King of Swords, I believe it's important for you to communicate. If the person is communicating, whether you have to say yes or no, please communicate. That's the advice that I would give you. Whether you have to give this person a second chance or not, that's a different thing altogether. In terms of money matters, I think there was some past interview you gave or past exams, some results didn't come, or some communication didn't happen, or correspondence didn't happen, the offer letter didn't come. It is actually coming this week. With speed, things are changing for you, Pisces. But do get involved in it, okay? Whether a yes you want or a no you have to say, sorry, if you have to say yes or you have to say no, but just say, do not keep quiet. Okay. All right, so that's what I have for you people. I hope you like this Astro Tarot weekly report. Do share with me your how this week treats you, and please take care of yourself. Bye bye. Please share.